Hi, a mathematics teacher has a variety of methods and techniques available for use in teaching mathematics. The selection of suitable method depends upon the objectives of the lessons, needs of the learner, and the nature of the content. Some methods are more appropriate for teaching students as a group, whereas some techniques are specially designed for individualized instruction. These methods are discussed in details in one by one. Now, I am going to teach about the inductive methods of teaching mathematics. Inductive method introduction. Inductive approach is advocated by Pestalozzi and Francis Bacon. Inductive approach is based on the process of induction. In this, we first take a few examples and then generalize. It is a method of constructing a formula with the help of a sufficient number of conjugate examples. Induction means to provide a universal truth by showing that if it's true for a particular case, it is true for all such cases. Inductive approach is psychological in nature. The children follow the subject matter with great interest and understanding. This method is more useful in arithmetic teaching and learning. Inductive approach proceeds from particular case to general rules, concrete instance to abstract rules, known to unknown, simple to complex. Steps to use in inductive method. There are 4 steps are used while teaching by inductive method. Step number 1, presentation of examples. In this step, the teacher presents many examples of same type and solutions of those specific examples are obtained with the help of the students. Step number 2, observation. After getting the solution, the students observe these and try to reach some conclusion. Step number 3, generalization. After observation, the examples presented, the teacher and the children decide some common formula, principle or law by logical mutual discussion. Then last step, testing and verification. After deciding some common formula, principles or law, children test and verify the law with the help of other examples. In this way, children logically attain the knowledge of inductive method. Next, I am going to concentrate the examples of inductive method. Now, I am going to concentrate the one example is related to inductive method. Actually, it's a statement, square of an odd number is add. Now, I can do this statement by using inductive method. Actually, inductive means it proceeds from particular to general. Therefore, first I take some particular examples. First I take some particular examples. Example 1 is an odd number. Therefore, 1 square is equal to 1. The answer is also odd number. Then example 2, 3. 3 is an odd number. Then 3 power 2. It means 3 square is equal to 9. It's an example 2. The 3 is an odd number. The answer 9 is also odd number. Then example 3, 5. 5 is an odd number. Then I square the number 5 square is equal to 25. It's also odd number. Then example 4, 7. 7 is an odd number. Then 7 square is equal to 49. It's also odd number. It means that add is equal to add square is equal to add square, add. It means that from the above 4 examples, I conclude that square of an odd number is add. Therefore, general concept, square of an odd number is add. Do you understand what I say? Thank you. I am going to teach the beautiful method, inductive method. It's an example of inductive method. It's a statement, sum of 2 odd number is even. It's a statement. I can prove the statement by using inductive method. Actually, inductive methods proceed from particular to general. First, I take some particular concept. It's in particular examples. It is an example 1. So sum of 2 odd numbers. Here I take one add number 1, then second add number is also 1. Therefore, it is an add number, therefore 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Then 2 is an even number. Then example 2, I take the first add number 1, then second add number is 3. Then 1 is an add number, 3 is an add number, the answer 4 is an even number. Then example 3, 3 plus 5. 3 is an add number, 5 is an add number, then 3 plus 5, 8 is an even number. Then example 4, 1 is an add number, 5 is an add number, therefore 1 plus 5 is equal to 6 is an even number. It means that all the solutions of the two add number is even. Therefore, we conclude that or we generalize that sum of two add number is numbers is even. Thank you.
Pi r squared gives you the area of a circle. But where does pi r squared come from? First, we'll draw a circle and fill in its area. Next, we will divide it into large equal parts and arrange them in a rectangular formation. As you can see, it barely resembles a rectangle. So next, we will divide the circle into small equal pieces, and we will arrange them in the same manner. You can see that it appears more like a rectangle. So if we divide the circle into even more smaller pieces, you can see that every time the shape becomes more like a rectangle. So how small must we divide a circle before we can get a perfect rectangle? Well, we can keep on dividing the circle into small, smaller, or the smallest pieces you can make. But the answer is to divide the circle infinitely many times until we cannot distinguish the lines, and eventually the circle can now become a perfect rectangle. So, the area of the circle is equal to the area of the rectangle, which is equal to base times height. The height of the rectangle, as you can see, is the same as the radius, so height is equal to radius. To find the base, we need to look at the circumference of the circle. And when we compare the base and the circumference, we can see that the base is equal to 1/2 the circumference. Remember that the circumference is equal to 2 pi r. When we combine it with 1/2, the 2's cancel out, and base is equal to pi r. So now base times height becomes pi r times r. Combine the r's together and we have pi r squared, which is equal to the area of the rectangle, which is equal to the area of the circle. So pi r squared can be used to calculate the area of any size circle that exists.
Now I am point out some of the merits of inductive method. It enhances self-confidence, it is a psychological method, it is a meaningful learning, it is a scientific method, it develops scientific attitude, it develops the habit of intelligent hard work, it helps in understanding because the students know how a particular formula has been framed. Since it is a logical method, so it suits teaching of mathematics. It is natural method of making discoveries. Majority of discoveries have been made inductively. It does not burden the mind. Formula becomes easy to remember. This method is found to be suitable in the beginning stages. All teaching in mathematics is conductive in the beginning. Next, I am going to list out some of the demerits of inductive method. Certain complex and complicated formula cannot be generated, so this method is limited in range and not suitable for all topics. It is time consuming and laborious method. It is lengthy. Its application is limited to very few topics. It is not suitable for higher classes. Inductive reasoning is not absolutely conclusive because the generalizations made with help of few specific examples may not hold good in all cases. Now, I am going to list out the application of inductive method. Inductive approach is most suitable where rules are to be formulated, definitions are to be formulated, formula are to be derived, generalizations or law are to be arrived at. I hope that I can create some light on the inductive method of teaching mathematics. While selecting inductive method for teaching, a teacher should check whether it is possible to present sufficient number of particular cases as instance the generalizations to be arrived at. The student should be in the position to draw the conclusion without doubting the chance occurrence of instances and thus doubting the validity of the generalization itself. Thank you.